Hey y'all, now if you remember my trips from last October, today is July 26, 2025. Last October, all this oak brush was nice and color changed, beautiful pinks and oranges and yellows and greens. But we're gonna head right up here and we're gonna look for this limonite on pyrite. Let's go see what we find. This is new, I haven't seen that, but I came from that direction, so I don't know if somebody just moved it off the side and just kept going or what, but that mountain bike trail keeps going. This is my big dog Beam, giant Weimaraner, and we're gonna head right up this way. Well, there's our first specimen. Little piece of limonite by rhyolite. Kind of a beautiful little crystal. Yeah. I'll have to get it back and clean it up. A little bigger one. I like picking ones up about the size of a quarter. But these Rocky Mountains have stuff layered all through here. Ooh, this little thing is getting hot. Just baking in that sun. Limonite by pyrite. Well, that's something I didn't think I'd find here. That's a little piece of agate. It's got a little bit of mix in there. It might clean up pretty good, but that's an interesting piece of agate. Warm too. Sun gets it. And if you know me very well, I like looking for things that don't quite fit in. I learned something great today, and I learned it from my good friend Jordan Peterson. Yeah, he had a good guest on talking about this guest, female gal, talking about how gestures make a difference in speaking. She also talked about how communication and oxytocin is released with eye contact. So think about that next time you're out and about. Make eye contact with people and then smile. Yeah, hopefully when my time passes and the grave marker is there, it'll say he left him with a smile. Here, so I started going up this. Right over there I found a nice little crystal. You can kind of see it there shining there. It's just right down there, but we're starting to get into that limonite. Not any big specimens right now. My wife told me don't bring any small stuff home, bring the big stuff. But there's a little piece right there. It's not real big, but it's kind of beautiful. Got some good sheen. That's limonite by pyrite. This is the pyrite, and the limonite's this kind of yellowish. It's usually a kind of a pink color, but kind of a cool little crystal. Right here in Santaquin, Utah. Well, Pole Canyon above the Theodore Almond Reservoir. Yeah, there's a nice square piece right there. Look at that. Look at that. Hot too. It's warm right now in the sun. And here's another little piece, noticed. And these are just smalls. You know, they're just small stuff up here, but they're sure cool. You know, and they're heavy. Beautiful little pieces. And they're hot. Whew. Gotta get in my pocket. But like I said, I look for things that I don't normally see. There's a lot of this gray rock is common. Yeah, kind of a rhyolite looking stuff. So I'm looking for the limonite. The nice pieces of limonite. It's like some smaller pieces. I found a lot bigger pieces over the years, but that's just a small little piece. Got some good crystal on it. But let's find the big stuff. Maybe you're seeing things that I'm not, but we're gonna go higher. This is kind of washed out, and so what that does, every year you get a little bit of a wash and it uncovers new specimens. See one right there. Yeah, and there's a little bigger piece there. Got some good crystal termination to it. It's almost got that, the lines in it almost give it a not a tanzanite, but yeah, I'll have to think about that one. But there are some different rocks up here that have these lines in them, and I'll remember their name, but it's a cool little specimen. Yeah, there's a little bit bigger piece. It's about the size of a quarter. Not a bad little piece. Limonite by Pyrite. Oh, there's a nice little piece right there. Let's see what, check it out. It's okay, it's got different colors to it, but it's the size of a quarter. That's kind of what we're looking for. But yeah, this hillside is just littered for it. I keep checking for bigger pieces and mostly just finding the quarter size stuff right now. Never know what we're gonna find. Oh, there's a nice little crystalline piece. It's got some different, that is the pyrite. So you can see what I'm looking at here. When the snow melts, it washes this down and it uncovers new limonite by pyrite. And I've been noticing a couple little pieces of agate every now and again. I think I showed you some earlier in the video, but still not finding that big piece that I'm looking for. And so I always stop and just kind of glass and just kind of see if there's something that just doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. Sometimes that's a meteorite. But let's keep climbing. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Isn't that a great view? You bet. Looking over this big valley here. Just up here in the mountains. Nobody around. It's me and my dog, trusty 6-shooter, and God. Because God is real. And he's with me when I let him in and bring him into my life and tell him I have problems. I need help. And we all need help. Look at that. There's a nice big piece right there. He helped me find that one. But yeah, I hope you find help if you're looking for it. And I love this group out in Utah that formed called Promise to Live. So promise to live. Go find somebody to have fun with. Enjoy each other's company. Make sure everybody matter in your life. We call it mattering. From me to you. Go find him.